He brings in a freshness to politics, a pragmatism about getting the job done. And when he asked me to join him, I like the word action. And I look forward to being in action with Herman Mashaba to offer a coherent policy set that's unambiguous, that's different to the current establishment. And I hope to be able to do that with him.
If the Democratic Alliance, Athol, had asked you to come back, would you have put a blue shirt on again? Did they ask? Would you have gone back? Did you consider it?
Gareth, I wasn't asked to leave the DA. I left the DA of my own volition for my own good reasons. And I said at the time that I regarded myself as a conviction politician, not a career politician.
Oh dear, we seem to be losing you ever so slightly, Athol. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds just while we see you in visuals from a couple of years ago, switching from blue to green. Athol Trollip, your line has frozen ever so slightly, and I don't want to lose this interview. I'm going to come back to you again. Athol, I think I've got you back. Forgive me. Bit of a line issue. Just restart that answer for me. I was asking about the DA from those years ago.
Gareth, I hope you can hear me now.
I can, yes.
You know, I wasn't asked to leave the DA. I left of my own volition, and I resigned all my positions, and I retired from politics. So if they asked me to come back, it would mean that my convictions would have changed, and they haven't. I said at the time that I regarded myself as a conviction politician and not a career politician. If I was a career politician, I would have just carried on in my position, and even if I had doubts about the direction of the DA, and that would have been hypocritical if I'd stayed there. So no, I didn't see myself ever going into another political party, but here I am. And I believe that South Africans, especially seeing in the last election that more than 50% of the registered electorate didn't even participate in politics, that tells me that they're wary of the current politics in South Africa. And I think Herman Mashaba brings a freshness. And I know that there are going to be people like me that have political contamination or perceived contamination from all other political parties. But that's the essence of democracy. Democracy is to convince people to support your cause to bring about change. And obviously, people will come from other political parties. And I said to Herman, we have to develop a new, unique ethos and value set that is attractive to those voters that have stopped participating in our democracy.
Athol, just before I let you go this morning, I've been asking everyone that I've had a chance to speak to about the State of the Nation address tonight. Your answer when you and I first started our conversation was you wanted action politics. So what action are you expecting from the President tonight? Some saying far too much planning, far too much talking, not enough doing. Last minute with you, what do you want to hear from the President?
Look, I'll give you a long laundry list because there's a lot of dirty laundry that needs to be sorted out. But I think the most important thing is we need certainty in our country. Investment flows to certainty. Investment does not go where there's uncertainty, and there's just too much uncertainty in South Africa. And the uncertainty is because of indecision, protectionism inside the ANC. The President has made all sorts of promises about stopping corruption and a new deal in the economic sphere. We haven't seen that. I want to see some crystal clear offerings about how we're going to kickstart our economy and create jobs and deal with this massive unemployment that's creating this unstoppable wave of urbanization where people are leaving the platteland because they're hopeless to go and live in squalid conditions in cities where they can't find jobs there either. That is a recipe for revolution, and unless that's addressed, we will have a revolution in this country.
Mr. Athol Trollip, I appreciate your time in speaking to us. Of course, you'll know him from a couple of years ago as a former Nelson Mandela mayor, also former DA federal chairperson, but as I'm sure he'll say, more importantly now, a brand new ActionSA member as of just a few days ago. All right.